Hi everybody, this is Kat Bailey here for US Gamer, and this is my attempt to try and finish Super Mario Bros. 3 in the course of an hour, which is actually a lot harder than it looks, because it's quite the expansive game. Since I don't actually have a ton of time, all things considered, uh, best not to delay. Let's get this show on the road. Alright, Super Mario Bros. 3. I am playing the Super Nintendo version, the Mario All-Stars re-release, and I am playing on the Mario All-Stars re-release for the Wii that came out in, I believe, 2010. A lot of people were really unhappy with this re-release, and I can kind of understand why, because frankly, it was a real missed opportunity to kind of really play up the fact that Super Mario Bros. 3 was experiencing its 25th anniversary. A lot of people were hoping for something other than just a ROM re-release, which ultimately this was, unfortunately. But as Super Mario All-Stars was never ever released on the Virtual Console for whatever reason, this is pretty much the best you can do in terms of being able to play Super Mario All-Stars in all of its 16-bit glory on current gen consoles, barring getting an emulator. Alright, level 1, that was super easy. One of the things about Mario is, as we're about to find out, is that each world is kind of an opportunity, the earliest worlds are kind of an opportunity to just build up lives. This is a rather famous one right here, where you just fly down and start killing the Goombas. I promise that I won't be at this for too long. Ah, crap. Ah, no. Alright, I already screwed that up. That's fine. World 1 still offers plenty of lives, so I'm just going to keep going here. Maybe I might even be good enough to beat World 8 without having too much trouble with lives here. Though the last time I played Super Mario Bros. And I already effed up the the damn card, which is unfortunate. Alright, making good progress. Now, here's something that I've never really understood is World 4. How the heck am I supposed to get all of the to get the white coin ship? I've never been able to figure that one out. Alright, this is me getting my first warp whistle. I feel like this is all pretty well-trod territory at this point. By the way, welcome everybody. I'm glad that people are starting to filter in, as I already mentioned. This is my attempt to try and finish Super Mario Bros. 3 in the space of an hour. While I'm playing, I will be using warp whistles in the course of my playthrough, but I will make a pit stop at the world of everyone's choice. I will be kind of sad if you guys choose World 7 because that one's a freaking hard one, but well, if that's what happens, that's what happens. So, getting my first warp whistle here. Rather brilliant. Setting it up so that you, oh crap. Why did I go behind the world? I think it's because I hit the enemies. That's weird. As I was saying, I think it's rather brilliant, given the nature of the original NES game, that you could go behind the scenery, and that's how you got your first warp whistle. Really fascinating little twist. It makes the game almost feel like you're running on a stage. I'm gonna stop in the mushroom house really quickly and get another item. By the way, how's everybody's doing today? I assume that we have some Mario 3 fans in here. Feel free to share your memories in the chat box. We all have our favorite Mario 3 memories. One of my favorites is going to visit family in Memphis back in like 1990, must have been 1992. Missed out on the lives. I'm missing out on all the lives. Going back to Memphis in 1992 to visit family, and all of them having Mario 3. I swear to God, not a single family did not have Mario 3. It was pretty. So, needless to say, I spent a lot of time playing Mario on that trip because there sure isn't a lot of other things to do in Memphis, Tennessee, and Mississippi, for that matter. Especially when you're 8 years old and you can't drink. Getting the next warp whistle. Excelente. Piece of cake. Funny thing is, getting the warp whistle for this level is actually a lot easier than merely completing it, because those damn spikes are a real pain in the butt. God, that's fun. Oh, shit. Out of curiosity, has anybody managed to finish the entire game straight through without using any warp whistles? I'm kind of curious. Seven Pains is asking, which version am I playing? This is the Mario All-Stars version. That came out on the Wii. And as Eddie Bax was also agreeing, it was a pretty disappointing reissue, all things considered. It could have been a lot more. It would have been nice to have gotten museum pieces. It would have been nice to, to get Yoshi's Island, to be perfectly honest. They could have really done a lot with it, and instead they just dropped a ROM on the cartridge. It was so weak that they even had the old Super Nintendo graphics when it's showing the controllers. The only good thing that I can say about this version is that it does not require the classic controller to play. I'm just currently playing with my regular Wii remote. Well, Hilagoose says that he did it and managed to beat the entire thing straight through in 1991 or 1992, but not since. That was a long time ago, but I think the last time I managed to make it all the way through the game straight through was when it was first released for the Wii Virtual Console. And this was back when Virtual Console games coming out on the Wii was kind of a big event. And I didn't have an Xbox 360 or PS3 at the time. And it was really a lot of fun to revisit the games that I really liked from, growing up. So I sat down and really enjoyed taking my time beating the entire game. It helped that there was a suspend feature, which was nice because Mario 3 is a long game, and when I was growing up playing Mario 3, I often had to stop and I would turn off my TV and leave the NES on overnight, which in retrospect probably wasn't a good idea. Nestor says he has a memory from Mario 3, but it's a little long-winded. Feel free to share. I'm kind of curious to see it. I always enjoy good Mario 3 memories. I feel like for a lot of Americans, it's one of the few almost universal memories that we have from gaming. By the way, I always found it strange that they decided to change the king at the end of World 1 into a snake after he was a dog originally. Very strange. But maybe they had a hard time animating the dog. Who knows? So I distinctly recall playing this version of Mario 3 on a demo station in like Best Buy, and seeing the lightning and the clouds and everything that Nintendo had added, and that was completely pointless, but whatever. Seeing all the lightning and clouds that Nintendo had added and thinking, wow, that's amazing. That's so atmospheric and cool. Especially since this was back then, all I had was, the original NES. So for some reason I feel like there was a box here. I guess not. Alright, let's go fight Lemmy. Or is it Larry? I think this is Larry. I think Lemmy might be in World 4. The first time I ever beat a Koopaling was in 1993 in Toronto, and the reason that this is a really specific memory is because up until that point I had really struggled with level 6 in World 1, not realizing that you could jump on a platform and have it move me all the way to the goal. I kept trying to fly all the way to the end and there wasn't enough room, which was kind of stupid. Nestor says, when Mario 3 first came out, I couldn't find it anywhere because it was sold out all the time. And that was kind of Nintendo games in general, wasn't it? It seemed like, you know, this being the days before Amazon, obviously, it was quite a bit harder to find certain games, especially once Nintendo stopped reissuing them. It was only later that we kind of discovered that this was artificial scarcity on Nintendo's part, designed to generate demand, which is kind of scummy, because it meant that people, like, for example, that's one of the biggest reasons that I never got to play Castlevania for a long time. Despite the fact that everybody was raving about it and I knew a fair amount about it, it just was not in stores. Most of the time when you borrowed an NES game growing up, I mean, like, my friends had NES games that I could borrow sometimes, but not always. It wasn't until like 1994 that they started reissuing them as the classics. Ugh, that was stupid. Alright, moving right along through Mario 3 here. Thus far, doing pretty well. Haven't lost a life, which for me is actually kind of an accomplishment. I'm proud of it. Eddie Bax brings up the inevitable mention of the wizard, and he mentions there was something about a plot, but all I wanted to see was video games. Eddie, I completely agree. That was literally the only reason to watch that movie. Oh, that sucked. I used to know the end spade by memory. Don't know it anymore. Originally, Bob and I were going to double team this, but unfortunately, Bob was not able to make it, so I'm flying solo. One thing I'm wondering about this, the slot machine. Did anybody walk up to their TV and try to trace it with their finger? I'm kind of curious, because that's what I always did, and it usually worked. Funny juxtaposition right here of water and desert. Oh crap. Fell in the water by mistake. It's funny, like the weird things that you're told on the playground by your friends to try to attempt when you're playing an NES game for the first time. That's how all the urban legends got started. In a way that it makes me a little sad that the internet has become so prevalent, because there was a time when, I mean, you were told the EGM April Fool's joke for Street Fighter 2, and you actually went and attempted it because there was nobody to tell you otherwise. Hula Goose says, I once got 50,000 in Double Dragon. True story. I assume that's a really high score. It's been a long time since I've played Double Dragon. I also assume that that's a reference to the scene in the Wizard. Ah, yes, the more spikes. I think it's worth pointing out that the scrolling backgrounds in 1993 were like practically the height of technical innovation, along with Mode 7 graphics. God, I hate this guy. He always, if you don't get him right away, it feels like he's going to just start going crazy and attack you. So in any case, I'm continuing right along through World 2. My goal for this world is to get the warp whistle and then keep going. If all of you want, I will go and fight, I think it's Morton on the airship. Otherwise, I'll continue right on my way and we can pick a world together. I would actually say that World 2, it's certainly much more expansive and interesting than World 1, and the pyramid is a great level, but I guess the desert level never really did it for me. Out of curiosity, do all of you have a favorite world in Mario 3? If you do, share it in the comments. I think my personal favorite level is either the sky level, which is it's a fascinating twist where the map changes up halfway through, and the ice level, which is when the game really starts to get serious about being hard. A lot of people point to the giant level, but it's a creative level, but in terms of actual design, it's never done a lot for me. It always felt a little stale. And that might be because the giant sprites maybe didn't allow them to do a lot. By the way, the damn whirlwind in the sun used to just be so vexing to me growing up. The damn sun would always get me. See, like it's doing right now. Oof, that was close. Alright. No! Oh, that was lucky. Shit. Nestor and Acropop mentioning that the Giant World was a treat back in 1991. I agree. Yeah, it was a really great treat. In retrospect, it's just okay. But it's a real example of how clever Mario 3 was back in the day. And still is, to be honest. Alright, level 4 or level 5? Kind of curious. Which one? What does everybody think? Which level should I take next? 4 or 5? Eddie says, I know that the motif is that this is an Egyptian style world, but a sun that angry can only come from Australia. Alright, excellent. Alright. So popular opinion is that we're going to do World 5, so let us do World 5. Ah yes, I think this is the first sighting of the Chain Chomp, if I'm not mistaken. That's pretty awesome, actually. Everybody, I assume, knows the Miyamoto's story and everything about how... Ah, jeez, that's mean. Just putting whoa. Just putting the mushroom right there. I assume everybody knows the Miyamoto story about how there was a dog that was chained up and it was really scary to him and everything. One of the more famous stories in Nintendo history. Ooh. This is the part where I get completely distracted exploring everything. It's interesting because Mario 3 levels actually aren't that big. But Oh, I'm not going to be able to do anything. Oh, no, crap. There was something there, and I totally missed it. But no harm, no foul, because I got a mushroom. And an extra life. Everybody in the chat right now talking about the shoe. Everybody loves the shoe. Bill loves the shoe. Who doesn't love the shoe? It appears like once in the entire game, and it becomes complete legend. It's amazing. I'm totally not going to get... Oh, I got a 1-up. Excellent. Trial and error. I'm pretty sure that there's a mushroom. Alright. Another fire flower. There's a star here. Here? No, mushroom. Lame. Alright. As soon as we take out this boomerang brother, we're going to hit the pyramid. And Seven Pains says, the shoe hasn't been used much since that game, has it? Since this game, has it? I'm totally gonna die. Oh, nope, I made it. Oh, that's lucky. Usually when I'm small, I die on the brothers. So, anyway, Seven Pains said, I see the shoe... the shoe hasn't been used much from this game. I believe it makes a cameo appearance in New Super Mario 3D World. Sorry. Yeah, it makes an appearance in Super Mario 3D World, which is everybody gets a shoe, which is a nice little treat. Oof, close. That damn beetle always used to get me. This level kind of showcases Mario's carrying ability, which was, at the time, a totally new skill that had never before been seen in a Mario game and really changed up the formula considerably. Yes, you could carry... Okay, I suppose that's not strictly true. You could carry shells and the like. And how is that not a hit? Okay. That was weird. This level, by the way, is really annoying if you don't have the raccoon tail. So we're in the pyramid now in World 2, and continuing my nice little streak of not dying, though I've come close a couple times already. Usually by this point I've managed to screw up at least once, but thus far I've been okay. Alright. Continuing onward. Done with the pyramid. Oh, God, that's mean. Okay. At least it's not a regular Hammer Brother. Hammer Brothers in the original Super Mario Brothers would just frickin' destroy me. Acropop says, I like the frog suit. Made the controls wonky as heck outside water, though. That is a fact. And here's the hammer. And let's go get us... Let's go get us a warp whistle. It's so easy to waste that hammer on some random nondescript thing. Ah! Frog suit. Love it. Speaking of the frog suit. And a fire brother. Nice. Alright. Next choice. Do I go and I beat the airship? Or is it time to warp to another level? Decide. Choose. But choose wisely. Alright, we got one vote for World 5 and another for Airship. 2 for World 5, 3 for... Oh, sorry, 3 for Warp. Warp, warp, warp. Are we gonna warp? Everybody wants to warp. I agree. Let's warp. And let's use the second warp whistle. Here we go. Warpy time. Alright, everybody. Make your choice. Worlds 5, 6, or 7. We gotta vote for ice. We gotta vote for World 6. We gotta vote for World 5. So we're deadlocked at the moment. Oh, no. We got 2 votes for World 5 now. I'd be pretty down for World 5. That's a fun one. We're getting a lot of 5s and 1 7. Alright, everybody. Skyworld it is. More, that level is a little more off the beaten path. As I was saying earlier, this one's interesting because it looks like a pretty small world at the outset, and then you actually get into the clouds, and that's when things kind of get real. I'm going to start dying here. It's probably inevitable, because this is when the worlds start getting... This is basically when Mario takes off the kid gloves. And it's one of the funnier things about this game is that it's kind of balanced in such a way that you're meant to spend time building up lives. If you play straight through, you get the Cloud and the P-Wing and and all the extra lives from beating the various worlds and collecting the cards. But if you just warp straight through, as I have, you're probably going to only have like 15 lives. When I was playing through this the last time, I had 16. I had like 60 some lives, and I used almost all of them on. I used almost all of them on the Plant Kingdom. It wasn't even funny. We're having a good game so far. Welcome everybody, by the way, who's joined me. If you're just joining this is my attempt to beat Super Mario 3 in the course of 1 hour. We're making fairly good progress right now. I'm currently in World 5 upon the request of my viewers. I've yet to die, which is actually an accomplishment for me. And we've been playing for about 30 minutes now. So assuming that... Oh, Tanuki suit. Very nice. Very nice. I'm going to save that one for a rainy day. Assuming nothing goes horribly wrong, and if you know anything about me, you'll know that things can go horribly wrong at any moment. I should be able to make it through the game. Or I'm probably on track. Oh shit, here's the shoe. Here we go. Let me get the raccoon tail. One thing I've always kind of wondered, why is there a raccoon tail and then, oh crap, I don't want to screw this up here. Yeah, shoe. I'm sorry, I knew that. I knew that you guys would never forgive me if I didn't get the shoe. Shoe confirmed. Shoe it up. Everybody loves the shoe. Shoe. Usually I'm a little more careless when I'm playing. It also helps that I have a TV with a really high refresh rate. So it's, I suppose, noticeably easier when it matters. Woo-shoo! Get 2 shoes. Is it possible to get 2 shoes? I'm not sure. Woo-shoo. Oh my gosh, this level is actually kind of scary without a shoe, isn't it? Look at all these plants, bombs, and oh shoot, heavy artillery from the shoe. Can I jump on the plant? I can totally jump on the plant, can't I? Like I don't have to worry about the plant if I'm in the chute. Damn right. Whoa! Haha, made it all the way through. Excellent. All hail the shoe. Praise the shoe, says Red Hood, and I agree. Praise the shoe. Putt, 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 putt. Hammer. It's hammer time. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Can't touch this. There's usually a life there or something. Hey, P-Wing! I'm gonna try and make it through without using a P-Wing. Because, to be perfectly honest, it's kind of cheating. Alright. This is the gateway to the second area of the Sky Palace here. And I think I will lose my raccoon tail immediately. That was really smart of me. Good job, cat. I am now a shoeless pleb. I am, in fact, a shoeless pleb. I am ashamed. It's a pity that I couldn't take the shoe with me. But I feel like the shoe has gone on to better times, better days. All I can say is that I'm really glad that I managed to use the shoe to its full potential. By the way, I feel really bad about killing the baby Goombas. It just seems heartless of me. They're just trying to reproduce. They're just trying to live their lives. Just trying to raise a family. And here Mario is killing them. He's killing all of them. They're just trying to defend their homes. Mario 3 represents his final assault. But in Super Mario World, they take the fight back to him in Dinosaur Kingdom. Bowser is our only hope. Hail Bowser! Alright, we're officially in the clouds now. And this is where... Seriously? Like spinny platforms? Ridiculous. I can't remember if that spins or not. Some of them spin. Yeah, okay. Wow. Whew. Continuing right along. Bada boom. Cat has become death. I am become death, destroyer of Goombas. Red Hood says I now live in the internet cloud. Truth. I always knew that the internet cloud has a form, and the form is this. God, there sure are. Oh, I know. I totally know where that mushroom is. Yeah, mushroom time. Yeah, coin time. Yeah, star time. Yeah, more mushroom time. Hmm. Aw, damn. I was on such a run. Damn. Mudron mentions, I can't believe how beautiful the Mario Kart 8 track based on this world is. Which Mario Kart 8 track is that? I don't recall. A lot of them were beautiful. I think that the Mount Wario map is probably my favorite and everybody else's. And notice that Wario always has the best tracks. The man has good taste. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. See, this is just mean. Oh, this is also mean. Oh, this is so mean. Oh, and there goes my first life. Damn. Alright. I'm totally doing this. Oh, crap. Okay. Perhaps now it is time to break out a flower. Because I so don't want to deal with the flying Goomba and everything else. I have to say that the fact that the Goombas, the flying Goombas, are using their babies as human shields, it makes them just as culpable as Mario. They're essentially this is no better than Hitler sending off the youth of Germany to die. And yes, I did totally just compare Super Mario Bros. 3 to the final assault on Berlin. Ah, jeez, da. No, precious mushroom. Ah, excellent. Ah, woohoo, da. No, must escape. Hooray! Oh, jeez. Okay, that was crazy. Alright, we made it through that one. Barely. My reward is a mushroom house. It always... Met Kartoffel says, it always bothers me that the tiny part of the ground map that you can see from the sky map has the Sky Palace tower level in the wrong place. Oh, that's true. It's moved to the bottom corner. But maybe that's like the distortion in the sky, you know? Maybe it only looks like it's shifted when in fact it hasn't. Or the artists are lazy. Artists, lazy artists, they're everywhere. Nope. Totally didn't get it. Oh, so close. Don's Walker asks, Kat, are you playing on the Retron 5? I am not. By the way, okay, World 7 or World 6? Go ahead, make your choice. I'm a very busy woman and I haven't got all day. So go ahead and choose a level. Spec Ops Mario 3, where the brutal reality of warfare in the Mushroom Kingdom comes to light. That's right. 7, 7, 7, 7. Lots of cries for 7. Alright. We're doing 7. Here we go. I see that fortress in the distance, and I know that I can't avoid it. It is my destiny. Alright, we got about 20 minutes, and I keep jumping over a block. 18 lives, still doing fairly well. But World 8 is just, oh god, it's brutal. Growing up, I really had a hard time with World 8. To the point where I would just usually cheat and use the P-Wing or the Cloud or whatever to get through it. I could get through the boat and the tanks, but once you started getting to the numbered worlds, that's when things started getting pretty hairy. Huh, wow, okay. Jeez. Lakitu. Lakitu does not mess around. Yeah, Acropop mentions swim under the boat. It's true, you should swim under the boat. This is a good approach to take. Hooray, another house. And now, if I recall correctly, this is when the fortresses start getting really confusing. In World 7, I got so turned around in at least one of the fortresses that I actually ran out of time. Oh, okay. Wow. Now that's a jump. Not as bad as some of the jumps in World 8, but still quite nasty. Oh, and we have the fire, whatever those fire things are called. They're coming from the ceiling now. Awesome. I almost feel like I should stay small. Oh, valuable star. Take that. I am Mario Almighty. No, precious mushroom. Oh. Drat. Mushroom. Need my shrooms to get through this. We're gonna get through this together, everyone. I promise. The reason the map at the bottom is different because it's the beta layout of the level. Wow! Learn something new every day. That's amazing. See, this is why we have great readers. Continuing onward, we're currently about to miss our star. Whew. That should have been insta-death. Oh, screw you, Ghastly. Is it Ghastly? No, what do they call it? The Ghost. Whatever the Ghost is called. Boo. Not Ghastly. I'm in such a Pokemon mood today. By the way, if you haven't gone and checked it out, I went and broke down all of the Mega Evolutions in the new Pokemon game over on US Gamers. Go check it out. We also have really long, comprehensive articles about 1991 and 1998, both great years on the site. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, I will be tackling 1995 tomorrow. Mike is tackling 2007 today, and Jeremy will be tackling a special mystery date. So stay tuned to be surprised. This is our greatest years in gaming feature. Obviously it's a little 90s heavy, but we're trying to hit as much as possible. And that's partly why I'm playing Mario 3, and also the other part being that I like Mario 3 and I'm okay with any excuse to sit here and play it. By the way, that fortress was really freaking hard. Especially if you're not big. I'm glad that I don't have to live in a world where the ceiling is on fire and spitting fireballs at me. That is some Dark Souls stuff right there. I'm sure that there's a level just like it in Dark Souls. Thus establishing that the world of Dark Souls and the world of the Mushroom Kingdom are in fact one and the same. Red Hood Eddie 88 says, 90s best decade in gaming regardless, Cat. Yeah, I'll go with that. I had to think about it for a second, but I don't think the 80s can really touch the 90s. And the 2000s, it had its moment. Sorry, well, that was gross. Yeah, the 2000s had their moments, but they can't really touch the 90s either. I'm sorry I'm not responding to your quotes really, but I'm kind of in the process of, I can't really look at the screen. It's one of those don't take your eye off the ball moments, because this guy is killing me. Alright. Cat is the High Queen of Pokemon. When will you give the people the Pokemon MMO they want? It's the Pokemon MMO they need, but not the one they deserve. Or did I didn't do that Dark Knight reference, did I? Do that Dark Knight reference right, did I? I apologize. I'm kind of frazzled. I'm hoping that with 15 minutes remaining, I'm probably not going to make it to my goal of beating the game within an hour. But I can at least beat World 5 and get to World 8, and we'll call it a moral victory. Or I could... Oh yeah! Whew! Oh... God damn, now that's a rush. Wow, okay. Damn. Whew! That's a highlight right there. Holy crap. Yeah, Red Hood points out that we're getting a fighting game for Pokemon now. I have no idea how to feel about that. And I got another Fire Flower and completed the end spade. Great. Alright. We've done our tour of this world, so I think it's time to head on to World 8. If anybody is okay with that. Oh god, they're talking about sports in here. If I don't get the game beaten in 15 minutes, Bob Mack is getting the big promotion. No! I technically outrate Bob Mackey, so... He's senior writer and I'm senior editor, and I totally used the wrong whistle, didn't I? No! There we go. Okay. Scared me there for a moment. Here we go. World 8. I think I can totally do it for 14 minutes. Here we go. So much stuff exploding everywhere. We're here in World 8, also known as Cleveland. LeBron James is a big Cleveland Cavaliers fan. Or, sorry, Bowser is a big Cleveland Cavaliers fan. I totally tipped my joke right there. It's a bad joke. I apologize. But you can only do so much when, like, there are umpteen million things flying at your face. And I jumped right into that cannon. Sorry, Acropop. Sorry about that. Couldn't resist. You guys are talking about the Eagles. By the way, I may or may not be wearing my newly arrived Teddy Bridgewater Vikings jersey as we speak, because I'm just ghetto like that. Heart Raider, they stole Kevin Love from our Wolves. No, Kevin Love never really wanted to be in Minnesota. Now we got Andrew Wiggins, Maple Jordan, the true heir. He's gonna take the Timberwolves to the promised. Who am I kidding? You know, Mario's quite athletic for a fat guy. I've been reading a lot of retrospectives on Chris Farley lately. For some reason, I don't know why everybody is. Ugh, are you kidding me? Yeah, this ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I'm rapidly running out of items. It's doing so well. This level's really long. Yep, this is where I completely fall apart. Completely fall apart. It's been a while since I played World 8. Somebody mentioned that they actually prefer the black backgrounds in the original Super Mario Bros. 3 on this level. I actually totally agree. It makes it more menacing. Adding random volcanoes or whatever those are doesn't do it for me. Also, the soundtrack in the original Super Mario Bros. 3, when you get to World 8, is more menacing due to that NES sound chip. It's like the higher fidelity actually makes it, like, actually softens it. It's kind of funny. By the way, I feel bad for those bombs. They have eyes. Do you think that they're actually, like, alive? And if that's the case, why is Bowser using living artillery? Doesn't seem very nice to him. Also, this is the longest damn level ever. Oh, auto-scrolling levels can go right to hell. That's all I got to say about that. And I'm totally gonna have to fight one of those guys. Oh, that's cruel. Thank God. Thank you, Dia Robotic. Bill says, when NES audiovisuals became less abstract, they tend to lose their potency. Yeah. Yeah, I thought so. Miss Spetulant, I figured they're just repurposed bowling balls. You know, that's, oh, wow. Okay, that did suck. That really was terrible. I was trying to get under the boat. I wanted to get under the boat. If you want to let me under the boat, let me under the boat. I don't want to do this again. Why do I have to fight Bowser's entire armada? This is like, what is it called? Area 6 in Star Fox 64, where like Andross throws literally his entire fleet at you. Finishing with the Death Star. This is pretty much what Bowser's doing. He never had as clear. He never took as strong a shot after this. I think he was actually trying to get Mario at this point in their relationship. He really hated Mario. There I am. Sweet. Careful. All right. Super Mario World. I don't feel like he was trying as hard. I feel like that was when Bowser hit his midlife crisis, got his new flying car, some wind-up toys. He was always a bit of a... Oh, this level's a lot shorter than the tank level. Can I get up? Alright, excellent. Can I get past... Oh, that guy! Done. Excellent. No, Mario won't drown. He can breathe. That's why Mario is less realistic than Sonic, because Mario doesn't use bubbles to Mario doesn't need bubbles or something to breathe like Sonic does. It's less realistic. Oh, it's the hand. No, hand. That was a fish. I swear to God they recycled some of this stuff from Mario World. Especially the bridges. But if they did, reduce, reuse, recycle, right? Oh, that's nice. How uncharacteristically kind of the designers at this point of the game. Oh my God. Jeez, murder. Oh, I made it through. Sweet. Oh, the jet. How did Mario get up in the air? Was that bridge actually like a launching pad? Why am I overthinking this? Why did I just lose my raccoon tail? That's not fun. This is a really fast auto-scrolling level. Somebody hold me. Oh. Oh. Guys, I'm weak. I need to use the P-Wing. Forgive me. Don's Walker wants me to use the frog suit next. Yep, I'm a wimp. Using the P-Wing. I promise that I've done this before without any of the items, but I only got 5 minutes left, and I kind of want to actually see if I can make it all the way to Bowser's Castle, which I won't because the numbered levels are way harder than the actual vehicle levels, which means that I'm completely screwed. There's some insane, freaking insane jumps coming away. Up. Eddie, do what you gotta do. I'm doing what I gotta do. We're gonna make it through this together. He's broken through the second line! No! There I am. Damn! Deploy the weapon! I'm mixing my game quotes. I feel like this is an unforgivable sin. Alright. Brutal. Alright. We made it. We did this. We got through Bowser's Armada. And now we're at the numbered worlds. Why did they reuse the mysterious forest background? Whatever. That actually doesn't make sense. Some weird jumps at this area. I feel like there's a really... Ah, yes, there's the jump. Ha! Take that. I just lost my raccoon tail. Oh, that's even meaner. Oh, jeez. Fire the rockets. Oh my god. Okay, that was frickin' amateur hour. Which is what I say whenever I play Madden, by the way. Amateur hour. That probably should not... I don't think that was my finest hour, guys. I think that might have been the opposite of my finest hour. When history looks back on the stream in 1,000 years, let them say that cat really effed up. Oh, that was a star. That wasn't a mushroom. Guys, that wasn't a mushroom. I only have a minute left. My quest is going to end. But I made it all the way through World 5. And a good chunk of World 8. So that's me dying. Because I'm an idiot. Great. Flipperside 99 asks, how is Super Mario Bros. 3 coming? Well, we're about midway through World 8. And my time is just about up. And I keep dying in the silliest way possible now because I'm distracted. And, you know, once you die the first time, they just kind of, they have a way of piling up those deaths. Wow. Okay. That's it. If I'm going to go out, I'm going out like a champion. Tanuki suit it is. That's right. I know you guys. I knew you guys wouldn't have forgiven me unless I used the statue, at least once. So you can all go home happy now. Oh, that's not fair. They totally held it. Oh, jeez. What a way to go out. Alright, one last attempt. Let's beat this level. If I beat this level, I can call it a moral victory. Which I know that there are no moral victories, but whatever. At least... God. Caught in the crossfire here. Dead. Only moral defeats. Yeah, sure seems like it, doesn't it? All I know is that moment when I managed to get past the auto-scrolling up platform in World 5 with the ball that was harassing me the entire way. That was pretty freaking sweet. And I can pat myself on the back for actually finishing that. We saw Kuribo's shoe, therefore best stream ever. I'll go with that. And not only that, but I managed to get through the entire stream without losing the shoe, which I'm going to pat myself on the back for that. I'm making the same mistakes over and over again. I only have 2 lives left. I feel like the guy from Game Center CX at the moment, who is locked in a room and forced to play hard NES games over and over again. Look upon the face of a professional and see what a way to go out. And that is the stream, everybody. Unfortunately, it didn't end the way I wanted. Ended up getting kicked all the way back to the beginning of the level. Though they're nice enough to not force me to go through the tank again. In any case, we made it to World 8. Beat World 5 in about an hour. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Not as good as I would have hoped. I'm sorry that I disabused you of any notions that I'm a professional. But I had a good time hanging out here and playing Super Mario Brothers 3. I hope you had a good time too. I think we bonded and we learned something about one another. And if you really enjoyed the stream, please subscribe below. Keep an eye on us. We stream every Tuesday and Thursday in the afternoon. It varies. Like sometimes we do retro games, sometimes we do newer games. Mike will be streaming on Thursday. He's talking about maybe doing Infamous. We'll see. But in any case, I appreciate it. I had a good time. And by the way, if you want to catch any of our older streams, check out our YouTube channel or go on our official site where you can watch the archive stream and you can watch me die over and over again. In any case, I had a great time. Hope you had a good time. Keep reading US Gamer. Check out our greatest years in gaming feature. And I will see you again soon.